Hi everybody, Hannah Gilman. I'm in a bad light. Hannah Gilman, your relationship mastery with confidence and dignity coach. Here I am, and I have so much I want to say, and it's a little hard. I'm going to try to turn here to get a little bit better lighting because I'm outside. There, I think that's a little bit better. It's quite windy here today. We're in the low 70s, which is amazing for Las Vegas. Anyway, I want to say two things. My mother last week asked me a question. Hi, Miriam, or Mariana. Hi. Oh, how cute. I'm so happy you're here. My mother asked me a question last week. She's very far gone with dementia and Alzheimer's. But last week, which I think will probably have been her last week of any kind of cognitive anything, she kind of came alive. She looked me straight in the eye and she said to me, "Who am I right now?" Now, I don't want you to get stuck on the sadness of my mother. I want you to stay with me because I think this is a teaching moment. I couldn't stop thinking about that question over the weekend. And I want to ask you, who are you right now? Who are you in your life? Do you think about that? Do you think about who you want to be? Or do you go through life like I was for much of mine, kind of knee-jerk reacting, hurt because they said that, and sad because they didn't call, and just reaction to whatever, and hi Orly, reaction to whatever anybody is saying or doing. And you know, if you're in a relationship that's kind of, it could be a good relationship, it doesn't always have to be that I'm talking about divorce. I hope you know that anything that I speak to all of you about, you fill in the part that you want to, who you are to fit this script. But who do you want to be? I mean, I wake up today and I look at I have a whole morning routine, which is very important, to set my intention, to set my goals for my day for myself. But who do I want to be in my day? Who do I want to be in that meeting? Who do the umbrella's wavering, I thought it was going to fall on me. Who do you want to present yourself as in the meeting, in the conversation that has to be had? Do you want to just be, boom, this is me, it doesn't matter? Who are you? This is such an important question, and I feel my mother gave me a gift by asking that about herself last week. It really takes thinking about, and it takes changing something. Because don't forget, ladies, for anything to change, you have to change. And good enough is good enough. We can always only start where we're at, right? So the other thing I want to say is that after yesterday's video, when I talked about, does your husband understand what by not taking the garbage out, what it means to you? So many people sent me an email and questions, and they said, "Hannah, I never knew that meant that to me." Hi, Sherry. I never knew that meant that to me. One woman wrote, our electric garage door has been broken for 4 months. And I just keep harping, and I never understood that I'm so frustrated because I feel so invisible to him in this request. So let's talk about that. When you know who you are and what's really underneath the issues, the bullet point here is vulnerability. And we have been trained in a very masculine world until this decade with masculine teachers, really. Especially in the corporate work world where I come from, I was a lead with my masculine energy. And the idea of being vulnerable and saying I'm hurt, saying I need this from you. Do you know what a vulnerable ask is about? It's got the possibility of a no answer. So if I'm going to say to you, that hurt my feelings, or I'm feeling unheard by you not taking out the garbage, opening the garage door, coming home on time to your teenager. I'm feeling unheard. Don't throw guilt. That's not what we're going for here. But if I express a vulnerability and they still don't take out the garbage, fix the garage door, come home on time, can you imagine? Can you only imagine that when we get to that place? So if you're going to go in and do it differently with your femininity, you've got to be able to say, I'll get a yes or I'll get a no. And that's it. That's it. This is what I meant when I said yesterday that I've read so many blogs about how to talk to your husband or even your children to get them to do what you want. What I'm talking about is not manipulation. It's real communication with a possible yes or a possible no as an answer. And then, how do we live with that? But most people are teaching talk in the I, which is always good. Definitely take responsibility. I feel, I think. But it's going in to still get what I want out of the exchange. And when you come from a less masculine, more feminine, more vulnerable position, you aren't necessarily going to be asking out of manipulation. It's asking out of really what this means to me. And we often don't ask better questions. This is what many women, hi Miriam, this is what many women have to learn, is to ask better questions. I've asked you for 4 months to please fix the garage door. You clearly are not interested in fixing the garage door. Can you tell me why? Like, is it something I'm saying or doing? What is it about the garage door? How can I help us have a meeting place here? Would you like me to just call someone to fix it? Should I just not ask you and you will get to it? What do you need from me, and why is 4 months of my asking not getting a response from you? Ladies, when you ask better questions, and that's a small, minor example, you will be amazed. You will be amazed. I dated a guy who said he would come to Vegas to visit. He wasn't in Vegas. And he never came when he said he would. And often he would say, we'll talk later, and we didn't. So I learned through my relationship work to ask, what's going on for you with that? Because when you don't come and you say you will, or you don't call and you say you will, this is what it makes me feel like. And I really want to know, what is that for you? He gave me the most amazing answer, and I learned in that moment that he was not doing anything to Hannah. He was being him with the most amazing explanation. And I got to choose whether I, Hannah, want to play in his sandbox. I chose to say yes. I asked him what he needed from me. I didn't have to ask. He said to me, what would help for me to be more there for us is if you did ABC. Hi, Marla. If you did ABC. And I said, you know what? I can do that. I dated this fabulous guy for 4 months because I asked the question. I got a really good answer that I could live with. He asked me, could I please help him be better? I said yes. And we had 4 great months together. Now, I'm losing you right now because you're all saying, well, why didn't you marry him then? I mean, seriously, ladies, let's be a little more sophisticated and understand that it just doesn't always end there, okay? We had 4 beautiful months. It ended so nicely, and I learned so much. So I want to give you the recap. Who are you? Who do you want to be? Who do you want to be in any given moment of a conversation, of a dialogue, of a business meeting? If you're not getting a response and you're asking and asking and asking and you're coming with that manipulation to get it to happen the way you want, change your ask and learn to ask better questions. You might get an answer you can live with. You might get a meeting of the minds, which makes a closer relationship. This can be with your sister, your kids, your husband, the ex-husband in parenting your kids. I'm telling you, when we do the work, it can fix everything. I don't know if your marriage is aligned for 120 years. Mine wasn't. But do the work, because when it's over, if it ends and you realize that's the direction it needs to take, you go with you everywhere. And if you're not able to ask the questions in this relationship, why do you think you'll just start asking them in the next one? How many years is it taking you to get where you are today? Find your voice. Who do you want to be? Learn to ask better questions. These are all changes that are doable, but rarely doable alone. This is where the coach, mentor, I love the word mentor, I got that today. This is where the coach, mentor comes in. It's not about, everything I just said isn't about all the horrible things that happened to you as a child. It's not. It's about learning to shift from where you are. Good enough is good enough. Start from here and go. Go. I'm setting a timer for you. I love you. This is Hannah Gilman, video 19, your relationship mastery and with confidence and dignity coach. I'll see you tomorrow. Bye, everybody.